All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And I want to thank you all for tuning in and for catching this live. We are going guerrilla style. My name is Romy Nava. I am a modern mystic, and we are here to awaken the masses. So that's what we're doing here today. So thank you very much for joining and chatting and just sharing the vibes, man. It's been such a long time since I've connected with you folks. And I want to let you know that I'm back, and I'm back to fulfill my purpose. You haven't seen me in a while, so I'm back, and my purpose is to just bring the vibes, but guys, just to bring the vibes. I'm going to be presenting guests throughout the show, throughout the shows going forward, and we're going to be just educating, just having casual conversations, and just enjoying what we're looking at. So thank you very much. We want to just kind of start off by, maybe cleansing the area. Let's do a little sage. Let's do a little sage here. So I would like to also get a little uh, little music going on, if you allow me. So let's get some music. Let's see. Yes, a little chill music. Chilling with your boy Rome, the modern mystic. We're all modern mystics. We all have the ability within us to manifest, change the energy around us, change the energy within us, to deflect other people's energy. There's a lot of different energies out there nowadays, and we have to be aware of that. Like, we have to protect ourselves, especially if you know you're in the light or from the light. You know, you're gonna attract the darkness. They love to mess with us. Love to mess with us light warriors. Once you acknowledge that you are a light warrior and that you have the ability to fend off any of that negativity, the world is yours. You can then manifest what you like. You can then manifest your reality and your perceptions around you and start attracting the vibe. So, those little sage folks. Now we're going to do a little Palo Santo. Palo Santo. Son, yeah, Palo Santo, man. Texas, bro. We got taco trucks in San Antonio that we go to. We have breath work in San Antonio that you can attend and participate in. And the best of all is we've got both tacos and breath work. So stay tuned to that, folks. That's going to be your new Tuesday morning routine. Tacos and breath work. Tune in to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a guest today. Very good friend of mine. She's been on the show before. Super talented. Extremely talented. Great friend. She can help you. We're going to be doing some tarot readings. And we're just going to have a conversation. Just talk about the state of the shift. Right? So I'm going to get her introduced right now. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I want to introduce my very good friend. She is amazing. She is of the light. Her name is Zahra. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing us to have Zahra, the wonderful Zahra. Thank you very much. Welcome to the show, Zahra.
I'm
Z.
blushing.
Yeah, that was a great introduction, right? What do you think of that?
Oh my goodness. I feel like I need like an entourage.
Yeah,
Run down to the ring.
you have an entourage. I see them all behind you. You have your spirit guides, you got your angels, you got your aura. Yeah, you brought the crew with you, right? Bringing the crew, bringing the vibes. Welcome to the show. How you been, Zara? Tell us, how have you been?
I have been amazing. Blessed. God is good.
Yes, awesome. I feel like the music might be a little too loud. There we go. So blessed, absolutely. So tell me about yourself. Tell me about the word blessed. When you say you're blessed, what are we actually doing when we use that affirmation? I am blessed.
I think that we are all blessed, but I think being blessed is also a state of mind. And I think that comes from having gratitude and positivity and like awareness, and not just like false positivity, like everything's rainbows and lollipops, but also like, hey, you know what? This really crappy thing that happened, I'm better for it. And these are all the beautiful things that happened in alignment after that crappy thing happened. And it's like being able to like see everything in such in a grateful way, of being really grateful and humbled by the divine, by God, by universe, by Morgan Freeman, by Snuffleupagus, by whatever you want to call it. But just like having so much gratitude and just like, wow, like I am so blessed. And I truly, truly believe that.
Absolutely. Yeah. So being blessed is the state of mind. Absolutely. It is a state of mind. So once you get in that mindset of being blessed, you're in my experiences, of course, I feel like you open yourself to more of that blessedness in our surroundings. So you're able to see the blessings. You're able to look uh, at a tree and you see two baby birds in there. You see the mother and the father. That's a blessing, right? You get to see these little silver linings, the synchronicities, these coincidences. You just get to enjoy it.
So much, so much. You train your mind to see that, right? It's called a practice for a reason. It's a gratitude practice. You practice it, it becomes better, right?
Yes, yes.
So okay, like you and me, we've been friends for years, right?
Hmm?
And you're on my personal Instagram, and you've seen, like, I swear I see hearts everywhere, right?
Yes.
That's a blessing, man. That is a blessing. So for those of you who don't know me, I see hearts everywhere. I just see hearts in random places, on a rock, in a tree, in a tomato, like just random places. And it's become a thing where every single time I see a heart, I post it on my Instagram, and then everyone else has been sending me hearts that they're seeing random places, like a heart-shaped potato chip,
Mm.
things like that. So that's like just feeling so blessed by like a strawberry, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And so you're saying you trained the mind to do that. So when we start, mm, there's a system, and
Neuroplasticity.
well, that's yes, that's part of it, right? So we think these thoughts and we train ourselves to think this certain way, and that neural pathway gets stronger. It's like a mental muscle,
Mhm.
right? So the more we think about it, the easier it is to get there. Both ways, right? If you complain a lot, it's gonna be easier to complain. But if you have that willpower and that awareness to change that mindset or change that thought in the moment. So that's training your mind. And there's another system it's kind of like training our mind to see a certain thing. Gosh, I forget this
It'll
stupid.
come to you.
Yeah, it'll come to me. So, um, but you're training your mind to see things, and I think I've experienced that with like these numbers, like on 222, 4, 6, 666, 7, whatever numbers are. I see those all the time, and the more I focus on it, the more I see it. So I'm wondering if that's the process, or are those guides. Mm.
Potato, potato.
I found one time that well, no, this is a pattern I'm noticing, is whenever I start leveling up or starting to get more into the like the ET and the UFO realm, start doing more research on that, I start seeing more numbers. They're more prominent. So I'm paying attention to that. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe the guides, maybe they are, maybe they are extraterrestrial. Maybe the spirit realm is that. Mm,
But extraterrestrials are really just another dimension.
yeah, right,
So it would stand to reason, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I don't think that we'd know until we truly know, but
right. So
I've
that's
noticed that I'll see like all those numbers a lot more when I'm in a simulation, or like if I'm going through something and I'm driving somewhere, like every second car is like 4 3 digits or whatever. Um, and then something happens that is a test of, for me anyways, like I'll be tested, like am I going to make the right decision, am I going to react a certain way, am I going to be in fear, am I going to be faith. It's always like when I'm being tested, then I know I'm kind of like, okay, this is like it's like, okay, Mario, you know when you kind of like go to the dark zone and then everything's darker and the
right.
music is different. It's like
Uh-huh.
that, but like with numbers, but like in a good way.
Right, right. Different dimension, definitely. So these dimensions. I mean, we're in this. We are in a very special time in creation. In creation, not this lifetime. This is not. Hey, this is 2022. It's a cool year. No, we're this creation of our soul. Right. We've been evolving our souls for thousands of years. We've been reincarnating, coming out here and learning lessons and not learning lessons and relearning lessons. Um, what, how do you feel about where we are in that, as as far as reincarnation, learning these lessons? Does it feel like, yeah, tell me what you think. I think it feels like we are um, probably on our last incarnations.
That's hard for me to say.
It's hard, right?
I think
The
that that's definitely been a school of thought. um I don't know. I used to wonder that, but I feel like as I've kind of traveled this journey for as long as I have, I think that my perspective has changed a little bit on that.
Okay.
But I
Tell
don't, but then again, like I don't really totally know, right? But I feel like something that's so prevalent in the spiritual community is this like elitism, right? I mean, elitism travels all different like areas, right? But like there's this like us versus them kind of an idea of like, oh, we're the forerunners, oh, we're like on our last incarnation, oh, we're ready to graduate, we're in grade 12 or whatever. It's like, but really we're all connected, we're all one and the same, and we're all part of the same mass collective consciousness.
Mhm.
So there was a point in my life where I did believe that, but I think the beauty of this journey is that your mind can change as
Yes.
your perspective changes, as your life experience happens and changes. Your viewpoints can change, and so I'll be the first to admit I never want to make any kind of statement or sentiment in finality, because
Right. Exactly.
things are constantly evolving and shifting. But
Yes.
like I think that if we're going to talk about time and linear time, then maybe there's some people that did something before other people did to kind of be a way shower in some kind of a way.
Mhm.
But like, aren't we all just a part of the same tent that we're trying to erect?
Right. Like a soul group.
We're
Soul.
all we're all at summer camp.
Yeah, definitely. And there's some fun activities and not so fun activities.
Yeah.
Um, so the the show is called State of the Shift, right? And it's it's geared to get different perspectives on this paradigm shift we're in. I think we can all agree that we're in a paradigm shift, and our many people are waking up to who we are as beings, and what our purposes are. So tell me a little bit about your perspective on this paradigm shift.
There's so many different paradigms that are shifting right now, and I think that we're at this place where things that were built on old old wood, let's just say, is starting to crumble. And when we look at our own personal lives, there's a lot of things that we had built in our lives based on like fallacies or whatever that had to break apart and had to fall apart, and like through that new beautiful things have grown, right? Like how many I know you have, I know I have, like how many times have things gone sideways in my life, and from there whatever was no longer in resonance fell away and new things were born, and newer, better, stronger, more beautiful things, right? And
Yeah.
so when we look at all the different paradigms in the world that are shifting right now, we have like education and healthcare and parenting and all this stuff. And I mean, we were gonna we were gonna talk about one thing today, but we're on a different tangent, as we do, you and me.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that need to break down, but in order for them to break down, we need to see the weaknesses, right? We need to see what's weak about it so that it can fall apart. And that's really uncomfortable for a lot of people that are really ingrained, or really kind of like in the space of being comfortable and like having things always be predictable in a certain way. um but I think that with the North Node being in Taurus right now, and with um with Uranus being in Taurus as well, like that's a really earthy energy, but there's a lot of like destiny and shifts and movement and things that are breaking apart, and it's uncomfortable, especially because it's on the earthly plane, because it's very much like tangible. Even the people who are not aware of the stuff that you and I talk about are feeling the effects of it, and it's really like we have to have compassion for everybody, because everyone has a different perspective, but it's uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing because it's always for good. Everything that happens bad is always for good anyways.
Right, right. And I found that whenever you step into that uncomfortable feeling, that's your opportunity to grow. And if you can recognize that, you have to get in out of your comfort zone to grow, and if you're aware, that's the right steps to take. Is to take little steps to get uncomfortable and get comfortable in that situation, whatever situations it is, and you'll find that that helps with the larger situations, that your social anxiety type of situations. So yeah, comfort level, getting out of your comfort zone, is definitely something that is conducive to our growth. Absolutely. Yeah. Um, so Z,
So
we have
Romeo,
we have a special presentation. Well, not presentation. We have an activity for our
we
listeners.
do. It's
Yeah.
interactive.
Yes, it is. It's very interactive. So tell us about what activity we have today.
For sure. So Romy and I have done a lot of these in the past. We've done a lot of kind of interactions like this in the past, and I'm really excited to do it. So it's not something I do. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. Okay. um, so on Guidance by Z, for years and years, I used to do this thing called Tarot Tuesday, where it was a pick a card reading. You'd pick one of the piles, and my intention has never been to be a fortune teller. I'm never going to tell anybody what's going to happen, but it's meant to be guidance, and that's why I am Guidance by Z, not fortune teller by Z. And so
Right.
in the past several years, Romy and I, you and I have done, these like live pick a card readings and all kinds of readings and stuff like that together, as we both kind of like evolved and grown and changed and stuff like that. So I'm like so excited. So we were gonna do a thing on a different topic, but I think we're gonna save that for another day, and we're gonna do this because it's Tuesday and we are in the middle of Lionsgate, which for many people in the community is kind of a big deal. And it tends to be kind of like a shift point of beautiful things to come. And, when you're going through a big shift, you want to kind of have some guidance with that. So we're going to do a little.
Let's see. Let's hear it.
We're gonna do a pick a pile reading, and so if you know me and you've been around with me for the past few years, you know that I do the knife, fork, spoon thing. The reason why I use cutlery is so that you can choose a message that is most nourishing for your soul's journey. Boom, boom. Shh.
I-
So- oh, he's got sound effects.
What's that?
Do you have sound effects? I love this. Where was this years ago when we started doing
I
this?
know. Well, it
I'm so
was
glad
here.
you're
This
back.
wasn't developed.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Well, thank
glad you're
you.
back.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Good deal.
So we're going to do this, and I don't know if Romy can do like a freeze frame and like insert a slide here, but anyways, so some of these cards we kind of pre-picked, but we're going to pick some more, and we're going to go back and forth. We've got the divine feminine perspective, we've got the divine masculine perspective, that one over there. So take a minute, feel into these.
Yes, we'll give them time to just put their energy and take a deep breath and intentions. Pick.
And we're good.
Yes.
So some of these cards I pre-chose, and then I also have my tarot deck, so we'll try to fly through. And I don't know, Romy, did you pull some cards already?
I did not.
Okay, so you're just gonna pull cards while I'm doing the thing. Yeah.
I can. Yeah, I don't have my cards. I have them, just not right in front of me. You want me to grab them?
Are you gonna read?
I mean, I guess we. I don't know. What were you suggesting?
The whole. Oh, no.
I could do whatever we're on, but
I thought we were doing like pick a pile readings. This is just not awkward at all.
Huh? Are you? Don't you have a pile that we're gonna pick from?
I already pulled. I just wondered if you were pulling cards as well.
Oh no, I didn't plan on it, but we can change gears and do that.
Okay, I will start.
Okay, well let me get my cards.
You get your cards.
Okay, so
I will start while you do that.
Okay, you got this. You got this.
Look at me! I've got the whole screen. Oh, okay. So the first reading we're going to do here is fork. If you chose fork, this is your reading, okay? So I picked a bunch of cards. I have a whole bunch of decks going on here. So my first card is Sanctuary, okay? This card says, take time out from the world, spend more time alone, meditate, or go on a retreat. To go with this card, we also have Speak Up. We have Build Strength. And we have Observer. What I'm feeling into this pile of cards here is that this is a time for you to own your space. Okay, this is a time for you to kind of like own your energy, your field, what you're trying to accomplish in the world. I think this is a time for you to step away from interactions or from trying to control situations with other people. There might be some things going on in your life that you kind of want to energetically or physically force to move in a certain direction, or maybe things aren't going as fast as you want them to, or maybe something's not working out the way that you want and you're trying to control it. Maybe there's an element of impatience of some sort, and so you might be not able to see everything super clearly. So what this is telling me just right off the bat, it's time for you to take some space for yourself, and also to focus on your own self. Focus especially on your strength in your mind, in how you are speaking about situations to yourself. If you're not seeing things happening the way that you want them to happen in a certain time frame or the way that you want it to look, then you have a narrative in your mind, it feels like. So what I'm seeing here is for you to observe as opposed to try to narrate the situation that you're experiencing or going through. I'm also seeing that there is something for you to stop being in your head and kind of go back into your body. And whether that means physical fitness, going for a hike, or doing something physical so that you can get out of your head. Because as you get out of your head and you're moving your body, then you're able to tap better into your intuition. I just want to pull some cards. I'm getting the impression that this could potentially be a love situation or some kind of a situation where emotions are involved. Could be family, could be friends, could be romantic. I don't know. If this doesn't resonate, just throw this out. I have here the 2 of Cups in the upright, and I have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So I'm just feeling like this is potentially something that you're wanting to manifest in terms of having a connection with somebody, maybe somebody from somebody that you haven't been able to move away from, somebody maybe that I don't know. There's just a soul type of connection to somebody that you haven't been able to move away from. I am seeing that there is some kind of a new beginning or some kind of a shift or change or a new cycle beginning for you and this person or this group of people. It could potentially be that it may not necessarily be the way you want it to look, and it may not necessarily be the way you want to control, but you have to not control it and allow it to unfold the way that it's meant to, because it's going to be actually better than you think in the long run for you and where you're meant to go. And yeah, I have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and I have the Knight of Swords upright. So this is telling me that this is something that's some kind of message is going to come in really quickly, but it might not be the way that you want to experience it. It may not be like a really heartfelt message. It might be, but it might not be. I think if you kind of like envision something, I almost feel like it's going to be a bit clunky. But I think that it's actually going to be really, really genuine and authentic. And I think that when you are at your most genuine and authentic, you're just a little bit clunky, anyways, if that's making sense. You're not like perfectly poised. You don't have the perfect things to say. It's just a little bit clumsy, but it's like it's from the truth, from the heart. So stop trying to control the outcome or whatever the situation is. Allow things to kind of unfold and observe it happening. So that was for it from me. From your own.
All right, very good. Over to me. All right, so I'm just. What am I just going to pull a couple cards here for the collective, or am I pulling? What are we doing?
Yeah, for a fork.
Okay, so fork
To
people.
continue off of
Those of you who chose fork. What I'm pulling is I'm pulling three different cards. The Page of Wands in reverse. I'm pulling Two of Wands upright, and the Emperor in reverse. So I'm seeing, I'm feeling some sort of kind of like a hierarchy, like a manager type of situation where you have a decision to make. You have a decision. You have the world in your hands right now. So there's a decision that's being made. It could go. It's actually two different decisions. We got two different cards. Or oh wow, I didn't. Two different. Did you see that? Z? I have a little ADD right now. Anyway,
focus ground.
so decisions are being made. On either side of this decision is two different power structures. What I'm seeing, and so that's what we need to focus on, and just focus when you come across this. Just so you need to get into your heart and just ground yourself, and just take some deep breaths and just get there in that space and let the decision come to you. Let that answer come to you. Um, Whatever it is, the world is in your hands, and you, you're gonna be good. And that was it.
That was awesome. Yay, that was fork.
Yes.
So next up, we're gonna do knife. Do you want to change it so they can see my cards?
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. So let me see. Boom.
Oh my god.
Yeah, is that cool?
What are you doing down there?
Yeah, I'm a little low down
here.
here.
I'm in Canada, so I'm up north anyways.
It's hot down here.
It's the 49th right there. Okay, so right now we've got knife. So this is the knife reading. And ooh. Okay, so the knife reading is this. We have polarity. Polarity says, integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. The second card we have is make no judgments. Third card we have is dance. And we have the fourth card, time to go. I think that what I'm feeling initially into this set of cards is this. I think that there has been like a way of being or way of doing things that you have operated where it maybe wasn't for your highest good. Maybe you haven't been making the healthiest decisions. Um, the healthiest, yeah, haven't maybe been a little bit more focused on stresses or more like kind of more heavier spaces, heavier energy, and just kind of like ruminating on those thoughts of things not working out or having that kind of happen. Also, I think that you've gone through a lot of stuff and you've done a lot of you kind of come out of a really messy cycle in your life. Maybe you're getting away from a relationship that's no longer in resonance for your highest good. There's some kind of changes. Um, and I feel like this is something that has been a long time coming. I've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and then I have the Three of Cups in the reverse as well. So I feel like whatever this is that you're moving away from, whether it's a cycle, a relationship, a mindset, a practice, a habit, whatever, has not been for your, has not been, I don't want to say it's not for your highest good, but it's been kind of icky. And it's time for it to go. It's not in alignment with your highest path of where you're meant to go. But I think that what I'm feeling with this is it you have to understand that you were in that space for a reason. And I think now is an opportunity for you to like sit with why were you there? What have you learned from it? Where are you going now? What are you not going to repeat? And observe it as opposed to judging it, but like learn from it in a really healthy, loving sort of way, and like truly like love yourself through that process. And even the people who were involved, maybe that hurt you along the way as well. With the dance card and the time to go card, I'm really feeling an energy of movement. So like I said, I did see here the Eight of Wands card in reverse. But like I said, it's a long time coming, and there is movement, there is things changing, but it's a matter of you changing that energy within yourself in order for that to shift. You are moving away from this cycle of heaviness. You are moving towards a cycle of something of possibility. When I look at this card right here, I see her kind of like running off the pier into, kind of like towards this doorway in the distance. And there's so much opportunity in over there, and like we don't know what that is, but it is a positive one. I really do want to pull some more cards here. Yeah, I think that if you have had a period of like a lack of abundance, or like things have been hard, or opportunities haven't worked out for you or something like that, then I do feel that you have a lot of opportunities coming in. I think you have a lot of choices, and I think that that's going to be a bit confusing for you because I don't think that you're used to it. So I think it's really important for you to be in the right mindset, because when choices come to you, don't be quick to choose the first thing that comes around. Like really truly believe what you're worthy of, because you're coming out of a period of your life where you had a diminished sense of self-worth potentially, where you were accepting less than you deserve, and that's why you're kind of in this cycle. So now is an opportunity for you to learn your worth and move forward into a space of like truly manifesting what is for your highest good. I'm going to leave it at that. Romy Roms, next.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That was great. All right. So very good. So now what are we still pulling cards? You still want to pull cards for oh we got oh
That was knife. I still got a spoon to go.
oh okay, so we're pulling a fork each and a knife each and a spoon each.
Mhm.
Okay, so now here's my knife pool.
Oh,
All
I
right.
like that. Your knife pull.
You like my knife pool? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So for those who pick knife, all right, here we go. So I pulled the sun in reverse, which really there's no bad sun. So this is a good card. So this is looking good. Sun's looking good. What I'm seeing also is 10 of Swords reversed. So this is a little stressful period right here. So a little pressure has been happening. There's been a little pressure happening, but at the end of the day, the pressure will just manifest into pure soul energy. So, kind of what you were saying, if we've been uh, living the dark night of the soul, uh, it's okay. It's part of the hero's journey, and we learn our lessons from it. Just know that from the beginning, the lesson has been there, and it's there to teach you, and you're supposed to go through it. That's what this is for. At the end of the day, the lessons that you learn are going to bring you on top, and you're going to be flying high.
I love it. That's so good.
Yeah.
Both the other one too.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do the last pile, Romy.
Okay.
We're gonna do spoon.
Okay.
So get ready. I'm gonna go. So
Oh, I didn't do that. There you go. I don't know how I did that, but there you go.
oh, it's all me now.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. And I'm down
Okay.
here. Woo, woo.
You're behind the cloud. Wait, you're right there.
I'm right here in the clouds, right here. That's my hair. Watch my hair. Watch my hair.
Oh my
Oh,
god, we're too silly.
your hair. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
So, we have hope.
Mhm.
Hope.
Mhm.
And that says stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Face your adversities.
Yes.
Soak in a bath
Ooh,
and breathe.
of course.
I feel like this group of people are going through it. I think I almost feel like there's like three distinct energies in these three different readings, and I feel like the spoon or this final reading here is really kind of in the midst of things kind of not working out in the best way. For now, I think that there's almost an element of like things being really uncomfortable right now. I think that you're in the middle of whether it's a loss or a heartbreak or like it's your dark night of the soul or just being initiated onto your journeys. If you've been through it before, you know that it's really painful and uncomfortable. This is what divine intervention and divine alignment looks like. But this is like a time of things kind of being difficult. But the messages here are really very hopeful. Okay, the messages here are really hopeful, and especially since the first card here is hope. So this message here is one of like faith. Hold on. Yes, things are uncomfortable, but like feel those emotions. When I see the soak in a bath card, this really tells me of like sitting in a bathtub of water, right? Water is emotion. And so really just kind of like sitting in that emotion, sitting in that really uncomfortable emotion and just like knowing that you're okay because at the end of the day, those emotions will flush out of you and they will go down that drain. So breathe through it. Whenever you're birthing something new, right? If you're thinking about birthing something new, you're going through like Lamaze classes, you're learning how to breathe, right? Breathing helps you to neutralize and calm your autonomic nervous system, and it helps you to deal with it in a better way. So face it, don't run from it, don't hide from it, don't do things that are going to hurt you when it comes to like coping with that kind of stuff. The card here I have is sun. So what this is telling me and what this is telling you that the sun is coming out. So like whatever you've been going through, this is going to change. Positive things are going to happen. Positive shifts are coming for you. This is a very healing time. Whenever things kind of start falling apart, it's actually things are actually kind of being put into place properly. I have here the Five of Wands in reverse. This is saying to me, don't fight the process, don't fight it, don't run from it. Allow it to be, and just know that even if you can't see a way through it, you're going to see a way through it because you are manifesting your highest timeline. You're manifesting your life the way that it's meant to be lived. You're manifesting opportunities and all the good things, but you have to kind of go through this in order to get there. I'm going to leave that there. Stay strong. Romy, on to you.
Wow, that was amazing. That was a good card. That was a great card. Oh, well, switcheroo there. Oh, how you like that? Yeah, I like that. All right. Good job. Good job. All right, so here we go. So it is my turn to pull for the fork. Are we on
Spoon.
fork? Spoon. All right. Go with spoon. All right. So boom, boom, and boom. Okay. So here's what we're looking at. So I've got 10 of swords in reverse. Right. So there's a little stressful situation here, which may give you the perspective that things aren't so bright. So that gives me the death card, which is in reverse. So whatever it is that's been stressing, that's been giving you bringing your sun down, bringing your light down, whatever situation it was in the past that is stressful, that's causing you not to shine your light. It's over. It's over. It's done. That's what this is. The sun card, like I said, whenever you have a sun card, it really pretty much nullifies everything. So this is a perfect card for the situation that you've been in. Your sun is down. It's over. It's going to be over. So, so these are good cards in my eyes.
I like it.
Yeah. So
That's
very.
awesome.
So
Stay strong, spoons. Stay strong. Oh, I
yeah.
like this.
You like this view better?
I like that. I
This is
like
kind of cool. Yeah. So there you go. All right. So that was fun. We pulled some cards, and I've
the prompt too.
helped me practice my tarot reading. I haven't done that enough lately. So yeah, that was good. Zahra,
I think you did your first live reading with me
I did.
on guidance
Remember,
like
that was
2 or
so
3 years ago.
that was like so nerve wracking, and I really didn't. I was just practicing, so I wasn't very good at it, and I'm still not very good at it, but I'm getting better. And today I felt a little bit more confident. I'm starting to. I've started to listen to my intuition more when it pops up and just start speaking what I'm thinking right away. And I'm finding that I'm more clear headed nowadays in order to listen to that. Um, so any distractions that I've had in the past are no longer there. So the light in me is being filled. The cup is being filled, and once it's filled, the rest of you listeners, all of our people that are following, will benefit from that. And then your cup will fill, and then you will spill it out to your people. It doesn't stop. It's the cycle. It's how it should be. And if we can stay focused and stay in our hearts and just stay in a high vibration, no matter what, then we're going to be okay. And this state of the shift will be a rise in vibration. What do you think, Zara? What do you think, Z?
You just cut out. Can you repeat that?
I said, what do you think? What do you mean I just cut out the whole
No,
monologue?
no.
Okay. I know. I was asking what you think. What do you think
About?
the shift?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, we're
I'm
there.
so
We're already
ready.
Yeah.
I've been talking about this for like 6 years. A lot of people have been talking about this for like way longer. This is like prophesized stuff, right? This is exciting times, but it's really, just because we're excited about it doesn't negate the fact that this is hard for a lot of people, everybody, right? And so we have to have compassion for it. But faith is such an important part of that, and non-judgment is so important, because there's so many people, like, no matter what community you're part of, whether it's like the political community or a spiritual community or like whatever, there's always some kind of judgment, and there's no space for judgment. Not that I'm judging judgy people, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah, totally, and it makes sense. Yeah, so it's happening. Soul families are connecting. Um, the divide is happening. The people that are not going to wake up, they're living their life. Those of us that are waking up and are aware and healing and working on ourselves, and we're being guided on this direction. So I'm excited to be part of that, and I'm excited to be back connecting again. I'm excited to see you back with your energy. I know a lot of us light workers since the pandemic have just kind of went into hermit mode, and I realized it was my second, it probably my first, but I thought I already had my dark night of the soul. I thought I already went through that, but I just realized recently that I just got out of it, and um, I'm excited to see how much stronger I'm going to be. I'm excited to see how much stronger you're going to be. all the other people that are going through the same thing, that feel the same sentiment, where they just kind of went into hermit mode and just let go of everything. Um, I see people starting to come back. I'm excited about that. Um, so it's exciting. Z, tell our people where you can be reached and how you can provide your services to them. You're so awesome. They need to reach
Thank
out
you.
to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, I'm kind of sort of slowly coming back to doing sessions again. I do one-on-one guidance sessions for people that are going through things or just want some intuitive guidance or ascension coaching or whatever it is that you're looking to get guidance on. I do. It's really hard for me to articulate what that looks like, but man, are my sessions powerful. And every time I step away and then I come back, things are like that much stronger. Things are that much better. The messages are pretty intense, which I really love. So you can reach out to me on my website, guidancebyz.com. You can follow me on Instagram at guidancebyz, or you can join my free interactive community, which is Reflections by Z Soul Fam community. I do a lot of writing. I also happen to have like a really busy day job, so I don't put as much out as I probably should and could. But I do have content on YouTube, and yeah, reach out to me. Um,
Awesome.
I kind of want to, if it's okay, Romy, I just want to kind of touch on the, so many of us kind of went into hermit mode, like you were talking about, right? And I think we needed to be in hermit mode because we couldn't be a part of what was going on with a lot of other people. And so in terms of being hermit mode, partially it was self-preservation, it was taking care of ourselves and us filling our cup. As people who do this work, we have historically been very much givers and not self carers or self healers. And so this hermit mode opportunity gave us a chance to really focus on filling our cup and making sure that we're healthy and that we're good, so we can step out when the collective was ready for that assistance. There was a period of time where there was no need to provide that assistance because the ones that wanted that assistance or would have wanted it weren't ready to receive it at that time. So we have to have faith that there's divine timing and divine alignment for these things. And yeah, dark nights of the souls, keep going. You keep coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I
Don't
can
be
have another one.
surprised. Healing is non-linear. We are
Yeah.
here, we're going to heal, and life is beautiful. And yeah.
Yeah. Healing is beautiful, and it's needed. And doing the work is what we need to do, is just simply do the work. So good deal. All right. So very good. So Z, thank you very much for joining the show. I'm glad we could kick this off, and you've helped me motivate myself to, keep going. And there's so many people out there that need to hear, that need to be heard. So I want to provide that for our listeners and the community out there. So thank you again, Zahra.
Thanks for having me back.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. All right, folks. Check in next time. You can uh, you can like my Facebook page. I'm at A Modern Mystic on Facebook. I am at Romy Nava 24/7 on Instagram. If you want to support the show, so you can not hear all that that staticky sound, maybe you can sponsor some. Throw a little, give me a cup of coffee. Here's my Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal information. Um, and I don't have my website on here, so you can visit me at romynava.com as well. I'm fired. I'm firing myself for not promoting romynava.com on there. So no, just kidding.
As long as mine was on there.
Yeah, I know, right? I forgive myself. I forgive myself. But so yeah, so very much, people. I will see you on the flip side, and we'll talk to you next time.